Abhishek ji, I am logging out and logging in because in sharing the sound is not coming. So please make me the co-host when I log in again. Okay, I'm the host. Please use the headphones.
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो Vasudevaya. There is a close cooperation between love and pain. They are like twins. People ask this question whenever their love breaks or they fall into love. Why it is so difficult? Why is it so difficult? When loneliness bites someone, same question arises. Why it has to be so difficult? When heart breaks, same question hunts you all. Why is it so painful? Why is it so difficult? Love and pain have very close connection. The first experience of life is that of pain, because the process of birth was so painful. The child was in the mother's womb for 9 months, happily sleeping, floating, didn't have to do a thing, raise a finger, move its lips. It was being fed directly. So comforting. Enjoyed 9 months of deep meditation. And coming out of it, it has to do all that exercise to come through, shrink itself, to come out, mother's womb. That process is so painful. That's why, a newly born child, it just twists and twists his arms and his whole body and yawns the whole day, a couple of weeks, as though it moved a huge mountain and did a huge big task, as though it worked 24 hours. Actually, baby did nothing. But it's just yawning. But the pain made it cry. The baby doesn't cry when it's born, parents will start crying. Your birth began with pain. But the second experience of a child is that of love. It looks into the mother's eyes. You see that love pouring out of the child. Look into the eyes of the old people who have become very old, about 95, 90. There is that returning back to that innocence in their eyes. The same childlikeness, the space, the blankness. Then what is the way? How do you get to that divine love, which Narada promises is free of misery, is all bliss, joy, for which the life is throbbing. You have heard about all, divine love, ecstasy, but what is the way? What is the path? How do you go about it? Next question, how do you get it? What are the means to it? Tasya sadhanani gayantyacharya. The acharyas, the great teachers, have sung the means. So in this path, nothing is dry, everything is juicy. When it comes to yoga, I said yoga anushasana. Now we will enunciate the rules of yoga. But when it comes to love, I've never said I'm telling you the rules of love. I said no, we will sing the means of love. There is a rhythm, there is a melody to the heart. Logic does not know the melody. It doesn't have rhythm. Logic is straight. Many times misleading. But the heart can never mislead. It has a rhythm. It has a tune. The means to divine love is melodious. They sing the means, effortless. Love is effortlessness. The first means, I said, Vishayatyagat Sangatyagascha. The first means is going inward. Now, when the mind is outward, it's called mana. The word mind comes from the Sanskrit root mana, moving outward. The mind moves through the eyes, through the ears, through the five senses and experiences the world around and sense objects, isn't it? But when the mind returns back to its source, that's called nama, surrender. Mind and surrender are the same word read in other directions. Mind outward, nama, surrender. Coming back to the source. Surrender means coming back to the source. How do you come back to the source? By withdrawing the mind, bringing it back to the source. See, from the time we are awake in the morning till the time we go to bed, what will we keep looking at things? See beautiful scenery. How long can you see? Oh, it's a beautiful scenery. Oh, keep looking at it. Keep looking. How long can you? Because the ability to enjoy for the senses are limited, but the desire is for unlimited joy. Senses cannot bring us unlimited joy. They only can give us limited joy. Through looking, how long can you look? Can you enjoy? You get tired. Through hearing, okay, melodious music. How long can you go on listening to the music? Some point comes and say, let me be quiet for some time. Put off the tape recorder, that CD, whatever. Let me have some silence. The longing for silence comes up. Doesn't it come up? Same with taste. Something you love so much. How long can you enjoy? How many times can you enjoy it? As long as you are hungry. Same with touch, sense of touch. Look at all the people who are in the red light area. Or do they look ecstatic and blissful? Have sex, as much sex you want. All that sex has it brought that ecstasy, divine love in satisfaction, fulfillment? Do you see that sparkle of joy? Why not? All the five senses have limitations. And when you understand this, just engaging them all the time in all these five senses in the external world can only wear you out, tire you out. Knowing this, you return back to the source. At that moment, you get that rest. In that deep rest, you find it's lovely. And whenever you have said something is lovely, I tell you, those moments, you are so deeply relaxed. And you just got in touch with a fountain of enthusiasm, fountain of love that you are. Oh, lovely. Sangatyagascha. All the time we identify ourselves with our senses. Can you step back a little bit and observe what your senses are doing? You can do this as an experiment if you're watching a television. If you're watching even this now. Just see, the eyes are watching and you are one step behind them. You are eating and you are one step behind that process. A witness of all the actions will bring us in touch with our source that we are. The Mullah Nasruddin was on a horseback and he was running up and down the street. And he was almost lying on the horse. And it kept going, the horse kept going the entire city in circles. And people asked, Mullah, what is that? I was seeing you running up and down, going up and down the street. Where are you going? So it asked the horse. I have no idea where I am going. Similar situation we are in. Our senses are like the horse, they go in circles. We are obsessed with this, then we are obsessed with that, then we are obsessed with something else. You have heard about the bulimia, no? That you eat and then you throw up, and then you eat again, you throw up. Because satisfaction is not there. And it's not going to come just by eating. Same with sex. A gentleman came and asked, Guruji, I have a big problem. What? Anybody I see them nude. Please take away this X-ray eyes from me. Said the problem has come to that extent. Even I go to a temple or see any picture, I see them this way. I see what they would be inside. I said, make your X-ray a little sharper. Go beyond the skin also. up your machinery. Never mind. Guruji, this obsession is happening. What to do? Body cannot function. The mind is obsessed with feverishness. As long as you are feverish, there cannot be love in life. And how can the feverishness be calmed down? Sangatyagascha. By retiring from the company. Constantly being in company of either people or objects of senses brings such wear and tear to your system. Retire sometime, rest. All this obsessive compulsive disorder and many other disorders are there just because we have lost the knowledge to retire back. Come to the source. Recharge your batteries and witness the function. And if you consciously eat something, if you consciously listen to music, even if you do it for a short period of time, it brings you back home. It doesn't tire you. Vishayatyagas sangatyagas. And this happens effortlessly in this path. People said, we want to keep your picture. I said, why? Am I that level that you have to look at the picture in order to remember me? Am I that unimpressionable that you have to look at a picture to remember me? I said, those who have too many pictures are really not my devotee because they're afraid that they may forget me. That's why they have picture all around the house. I tell you, it's not easy to forget me. A Muslim gentleman traveled with me some time back from Bangalore to Bombay, maybe 15, 20 years ago. 20 years ago. And he just came and asked me something. I had forgotten also. I just gave him one advice, maybe. Those days I wouldn't talk much. I'd just say a few words. 5 minutes I must have spoken to him. 12 years later, this gentleman comes to me with his kids and finds me by accident in a garden. We went to Vrindavan Gardens. There this man comes running. Guruji, that day, 5 minutes I spoke to, my life had totally changed. I can't forget you. Every day I think of you. And he brought his whole family. It was such tears of gratitude, tears of joy. Love by itself is impressionable. It doesn't need some other aid. And I tell you, you are that love. You only have to open the lid, that's all. And to open the lid, you have to close in. The next sutra says Avyakrita Bhajanatva. Uninterrupted sharing bhajans. Uninterrupted singing. Singing the glory. Bhajan means sharing. That which you share is bhajan. Even the songs that we all sing together got the name because of that. Because every mind is saying the same word and same tune. So every mind is sharing one thing. What is that one thing? A particular tune, particular word. That's why that came to be known as bhajan. Bhajan means to share. Share what the divinity is. The divine is peace. Divine is love. Divine is caring. Divine is comprehending the opposites. Opposite values are complementary. Avyakrita bhajanatva, uninterrupted. It's not like that. Like someone said, I surrender in the night and take it back in the morning. In the night you surrender your mind, oh God, you take care of me. In the morning, God, give me back. I'll do what I want to do. Uninterrupted bhajans. If you see exam days when they're near, students rush to temple and church and mosque, the prayers goes up. There is some problem, sickness, then you think of God. Think for help. When some lottery ticket bought, first go to God. Blessings. A lady would come and Guruji, give me blessings. Said, what for? Just bless me, I'm going for shopping so that I buy right things. Usually I buy wrong garments and then I go and exchange and it becomes such a hassle. Please bless me, I get the right choice. Blessing for shopping. And it's easily available. Go take blessings from Guruji. Avyakrita bhajanatva. Uninterrupted connection, sharing. You don't leave any corner in you unshared. Because whichever area, corner of your life you keep away from the divine, that will be the cause of your fall. You should be naked with divinity. Not hold any corner away from divine love. That is sharing. Guilt does not work here. Guilt is because you keep something away from divine, doesn't share it with the divine. That's why this confession thing in the church, you go and confess all that. Don't let any corner in darkness life. You go and offer all that to Jesus. Tell everything that you have. Offer all that to the God, to divinity. Write all your botheration and put it in the basket. Let the divinity permeate every corner and every nook and corner of your life. Avyakrita bhajanat, uninterrupted sharing bhajans. Some people mistake this and they keep singing all 24 hours. Say, Akhand bhajan. Akhand bhajan, just sing on singing, on singing, on singing. And too much of one side of the brain become dull. This has happened in India, problem. Not understand it properly. Uninterrupted thinking about God means go on singing the whole time. No. The next sutra Narada says, Lokopi Bhagavad Gunashravana Kirtanat. Even in your day-to-day activities, see that sacredness. You are cooking, a feeling in your heart that I'm cooking for the divine. That becomes bhajan there. Appreciate the quality in every pick and corner, nook and corner of this universe, of this world. Appreciate the divinity everywhere, in a gravel, in a leaf, in an ant. Honor the life. There's a festival in India in the month of October, where in South India they even worship all the vehicles, buses and cars and scooters and all the instruments. You'll find people garlanding them and worshipping them, bowing down to them. Bow down to the inanimate object, your own car. Sometimes for a Western mind it sounds ridiculous. See, it's okay you bow down to God, but you are bowing down to a Benz car which is made by a company or a Fiat car. That is to express the gratitude that everything in this creation is helping you, giving you comfort, uplifting you, honoring that. Honoring everything is puja, is worship. Gunashravana. The good qualities, hear about them. See, when you hear about all the nice qualities of a person, what happens to you? Something is uplifted in you, isn't it? You feel uplifted when you hear, oh, so-and-so, so beautiful, and so-and-so, Krishna is so good. Aza is wonderful. Ramola is great. She has such wonderful quality. When you hear about the good qualities of people, what happens to you? You feel uplifted. Or same, see, that person is hopeless. Do you know, that person is very bad. It's no good. Have you heard about it? Hopeless, they are bad. All their negative qualities, pick on negative qualities of people and see what happens to your mind, how you feel those moments. Those are the moments you are chopping your link away from the divinity. If your comments does some good to that person, do it. I'm not saying go with the face always everything is goody when things are not okay. When there are a rotten apple in the basket, you don't have to say all these apples are so wonderful. They've changed their color and texture. Don't need to say such things. You can be blunt. But see, when you say that, it doesn't come from a bitter feeling inside. If it comes just from your lips, for a purpose, for a particular person, that is also out of love. But just sitting and talking, that person is no good, this person is no good, this person is no good. This is dosha darshana. Less evolved person picks on all the mistakes of everybody. And more loving a person becomes, he rejoices in the good qualities of everybody. These are the two paths, two ways. Krishna calls Arjuna Anasuya. Anasuya means one who does not pick on people's mistakes all the time. One whose vision is filled with the goodness, the qualities, praising, uplifting. Lokopi gunash bhagavat gunash ravana kirtana. Wherever you see beauty, that beauty belongs to the divine. It is divine. A flower is beautiful, a lady is beautiful, a baby is beautiful, a gentleman is beautiful. All that beauty is nothing but the radiance of one divinity, one consciousness. Does that beauty trigger that feeling in you? Oh, divine. Divinity is here. There was a saint who was blind, born blind. He became blind at a very young age. He used to say, when you enjoy the flowers, and if you don't see the divinity, the flowers feel so sad. So, my dear, why don't you see the divine that has made me so beautiful? You are loving me, but you're not seeing the one who made me beautiful. Everything in this creation reminds you of the divinity. A guest is worshipped as God. In many villages in India, even today this practice there, when a guest comes, they'll invite, come God, please God, come take your seat. Please bless me God. Love makes even inanimate objects alive. That's why children feel that moon is talking. There is all face and eyes and smile for moon. And their world is filled with feelings. We have all come from that source. At one point of our life, we all felt we were floating in an ocean of life. For us, everything was alive. There was nothing dead material around us. If moon, which has no life, could smile and have dialogue with you. This is in all the religions and all the cultures of the world. Stories of moon. Isn't it? Every culture. And then the lions talking and the elephants expressing their emotions and Mickey Mouse. As you grow up, you don't even consider mouse as alive. But for a child, that mouse has a personality. They feel joy, they feel happy, unhappy. They undergo all the emotions that you have. A child does not see that animals are lesser than him. They elevate animals even higher than themselves, or up to their level. That is the language of love, which elevates everyone. I tell you, God is not jealous because there is no second one to feel jealous. If there is someone else other than God, God can feel jealous. Why would he feel jealous? There's something which is impossible for God to do. Either he has to give up, he or she or it has to give up omnipresence in order to be jealous, angry, Or if he wants to keep his omnipresence, which is the basic qualification of God, he has to give up, he has to give up his anger and jealousy. How can someone who is all-knowing test you? Does God test man or man tests God? Do God test man? When God knows every step, He is omniscient. He knows what mistake He is going to make, how He will make, what He is, how deep He is, how shallow He is. Then why would He test? Do you get what I'm saying? It's a very different level of looking at it. लोकोपि भगवत गुणश्रवण कीर्तनात्. Later on, you come later. Lokopi Bhagavat Gunashravana Kirtan. In the world also, singing His glory. Don't think God plays only all the time a good guy's role. Sometimes He plays a bad guy's role also. So when everything is God, then I'm eating, that's also, food is also God. Let me eat as much as I want. Yes, you eat as food is God, no doubt. But stomachache is also God. When your stomach is upset, know that it's God only. Everything is God. Why won't I steal something? Why should I go follow these rules? Why should I go on the left side of the road, right side of the road? Let me go wherever I want. No, then police will come. The cop is also God. And the ticket is also God. Every action and every reaction, it is all God. And what is the point of talking about God? So no need, that will just sink. Lokopi Bhagavat Gunashravana Kirtanat. Listen to good things. I remember my grandmother, whenever someone says something wrong, okay, now you come. My grandmother used to say, if someone says gives some bad news, says something bad about somebody, you just plug her, oh, Shiva, 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 Shiva. I don't want to hear, gossip, scandals, problems, and blame, someone blaming somebody. I don't want to listen. Let my ears listen only nice things, good things. One of the first prayers that is done in all the Vedic ceremony is Bhadram Karnebi Shrunuyama Deva. Let my ears hear only that is auspicious. Let my eyes see only that which is auspicious. Let me speak only that uplifts people and unites people, brings joy and peace in the minds of people. Let there be some steadiness in what I say. And let my life be of service to all the gods, all the angels, all the celestial beings. This is the first prayer. So beautiful. This is let our ears listen good things.
You may close your eyes for a few seconds and just revise what Gurudev said. Without Swadhyay, knowledge doesn't go in, doesn't become a part of you. So see, just revise in your head what Gurudev spoke about. Love and pain he started with. Spoke about uninterrupted connection with the divine. And slowly you can open your eyes and turn on your cameras. We'll do a short revision of it. What Gurudev said. Gurudev said love and pain has a very close connection. That's why we ask, why is it so difficult? Why is it so painful? Our first experience was of pain when we were born, and the second was of love in the mother's eyes. How to get love free of misery? That is the question, right? What are the means to get it? On this path, everything is juicy. We sing the rhythm, the melody to the heart. Logic doesn't know the rhythm and can be misleading, but heart can never mislead. It has a rhythm. Love is effortlessness. So how? So the Narada says, Vishay Tyaga, Sanga Tyaga. Going inward. So Vishay is a subject. So right now, if you are hungry, then hunger becomes your subject. Then you think, oh, I need to go have something. I need to go pizza, pasta, whatever, paratha. So that becomes a vishay, a subject, and then you write a whole essay over it. When you send somebody a mail, you write a subject. But if you don't have a subject, you will not have anything written in the mail because there is no subject. So tyaga, what do you call the tyag? Let go of the subject. If you're hungry, say, oh, not now. Just few minutes, let me meditate. Then if you let go of the subject itself, then the whole essay won't come. So first is letting go of the subject. Second is sanga tyaga, letting go of the company. When you close your eyes, you go within, inward, both. In tyaga means going inward. Here, so when you go inward, only you. Right now, close your eyes, go in, the center of yourself. There's no other. Not thinking about anybody. Just you, just you, just you. Only you. Not even a thought or a memory of anyone else. It's only you. That is Sanga Tyagash. Okay, just few seconds, it felt so good. Going inward. Mana is mind moving outward. Mana, mind, the word mind comes from the word mana. Mana means moving outward. Nama means coming back to the source, coming inward, surrendering. Withdrawing your mind, all your senses, and coming back to the source for the deepest rest. Senses can only give limited joy. Engaging them outside can be tiresome, tires you. So come back, deep rest. Then all is lovely. That's when you are in touch with the source, when you feel all is lovely. That's if you listen to this Namah Shivaya. Namah means coming inside. Shh, shh means silence. When you come inside, silence, then a Vah comes. Namah Shh Vah. Yeah. So then why? Because you went in and you are in touch with the source, with the center. Where was I? Deep rest. Everything is lovely. Sanga Tyagas. We identify with senses. Oh, I felt hot, I felt cold, I felt sweet, I felt this, blah, 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 blah. So experiment. Gurudev said experiment. If you're looking at me, just take one step behind. Oh, the eyes are looking at. If you're tasting something, oh, take one step behind. Oh, my tongue is tasting. That witness. Then you see that you're engaged outside, but you are not outside. Don't identify yourself with what is outside. Huh? That way. Hmm. Retiring from the company and rest. That is Sangat Tyagas. Huh? And then Gurudev, in somewhere he said that consciously you listen, consciously you taste, then you will never be attached or grabbed by it. You will be in centered when you are consciously doing it. In full awareness. Hmm? And it happens effortlessly on this path. Huh? Feverishness can never feel love. If there is any feverishness, there can never be love. That's what Gurudev said. Huh? And then Gurudev said, people keeping too many photos of him at his house. Am I that forgetful? No, the Guru is not that forgetful. Love by itself is impressionable. It will have a strong impression on you. You are that love. All you need to do is open that lid and go in. Then Gurudev spoke about bhajan, is sharing the one thing. Bhajan, batna, jan jan mein batna. That is sharing one thing. When you're singing the same tune, same word at a time. Everyone. You become like one big consciousness, one big organism, one big aura. Huh? Then Gurudev go in and says that divine is peace, loving, caring, comprehending all opposites. Huh? This and then Gurudev, this is very important. You need to share everything with him. Don't hold back anything. When there is guilt, we hold back. No, share even that to him. Because where you cannot share, that is exactly where you will fall. In our history, in Mahabharata and all those things, we get so many of such stories. Duryodhana's mother says, because I have kept my eyes closed for so many decades, my eyes have gained a power of divine. Because I was not looking outside, I was always inside. So if you come to me, I will look at you and your body will become so strong that nothing can destruct it. Before the war, the mother told to Duryodhana. Then Duryodhana said, okay, I'll come. So Duryodhana removed all his clothes. He was butt naked and he was going to his mother. So Krishna, all permeating. So he came to know. So he came. When Duryodhana was going to his mother, he came and he stopped him. Oh, what are you doing? How can you go like this in front of your mother? No, it's very shameful, etc., etc., etc. Have put that guilt in him. And then Duryodhana wore an underwear. And then he went. So because he was wearing the underwear, he became very strong everywhere else but that part. And during the war, Krishna knew it, and Krishna asked, I think Bhim or somebody, to hit exactly there. So exactly where you will not share with the divine, that will be your fall. That is where you will fall. Duryodhana died because of it. So it was good because Duryodhana was not Anasuya. But this is the story. Okay. Uninterrupted sharing, not a single corner, not a uninterrupted means not a single moment that you are not sharing. It's not like while sleeping you surrender and when you wake up you take back everything. No, uninterrupted sharing, not a single corner, or that will be cause of your fall. Be naked in front of the divine. Huh? Guilt doesn't work here. That's why confession, do confession, offer all to the God. Write everything in the botheration box. Let divine permeate in every cell of you. Even in day-to-day activities, see the sacredness. Appreciate the divine in everything. Honoring everything is puja, worship. When you hear good quality, when you hear good qualities, bhajan, we praise God, na? then you also feel uplifted. Gossiping does the exact opposite. Praising connects you with the divine, and gossiping cuts the connection, chopping the link, Gurudev said. Huh? Don't need to be, that doesn't mean you need to be goody goody. You say something, what you need to say, but it should not come out of some bitterness. Okay? It should come out of love, compassion, like Ram did. Ram, even if Ram killed somebody, killed out of so much of compassion. Even while punishing, there was so much of compassion that should come. Dosha darshana, only looking at wrong thing. That is lack of love. Loving person sees only good things, good qualities. Anasuya. Anasuya is not seeing the bad, seeing the good in everyone. All beauty is radiance of one consciousness. A child sees everything as alive. They elevates the animal or objects, to like life with feelings. Then the next thing Gurudev said, does the man test the God or the God test the man? So God knows everything, so he doesn't need to test. Okay, and man doesn't know God, so how will he test? Okay, God plays the role of both good and bad. So don't be in the illusion only good is God. There is a prayer in India. Listen to the good things, auspicious thing only. See only the auspicious. Speak only that which brings joy and peace in other people's life. And let my life be a service. That is the first prayer, Gurudev said. Such a beautiful prayer. Okay, if there are any questions, you can ask. You can just unmute yourself and you can ask questions if there are any. Hi, Gaijang. Jai Gurudev Chetan ji. Hi, Jairaj. You all can turn on your camera if you want.
Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev. Is there any questions? It's fine if there are no questions. Still, you contemplate. Swadhyay. Where, what you are doing. Are you feel? See, if you are right now always constantly in divine love, then it's fine. Then you don't need to, if everything is divine love, then you don't even need to think about it, talk about it. It's happening. But if you feel something is missing, that link is somewhere chopped off, see where is it that it is chopped off? How to reconnect? In the start, the question came, na? How to be in that love, how to get that love which is devoid of misery, by connection. See, find out where the connection is chopped off, where the link is missing. Try to relink it. How to relink it? Vishay Tyaga. What do you call Tyaga? Sacrifice. No, sacrifice. What do you call Tyaga? Letting go. Gaijang. You're not able to unmute yourself?
Yeah. I think the Tyagya is something like a tapas. Tapas means penance, something like tapas.
Penance is tapa. Penance is going through, willingly going through something you don't like is tapa. That is penance. Tyaga is letting go.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I think sacrifice can be the right word.
Yeah, sacrifice or renunciation.
Renunciation. I think renunciation is the right word. Sacrifice can mean, like something more. But renunciation is a correct word. Renunciate. To renunciate what? Subject, which you are constantly engaged in. Subject. It can be anything. You want something. You see a nice trailer and you want to go watch that movie. You're engaged in that. Or you heard about some restaurant, serving best pav bhaji, and then you are like, oh, I want to go there. So letting go, renouncing the subject, and second, renouncing the company. Huh? Company is not only physical, even in the mind, we are so many times we are alone, but thinking about so many people. Renunciating that also. Huh? Okay, let's see if 5 seconds we can do this. Eyes closed. Take a normal deep breath in. Breathing out, relax, let go. Relax the neck, the shoulders. Become aware of the environment. There may be sounds, noises, pleasant, unpleasant. Doesn't matter. You are not interested in listening to them right now. Withdraw your attention from them. Come back to the source. Become aware of your mind. What thoughts are going on? What is the subject of your thoughts? What chain of thoughts are happening? What is the main subject of that thought? Let go of that thought. If you're thinking of some person, let go of that person. Right now, I'm not interested what that person did, doing, or will do. I'm not interested where that person is, good, bad, doesn't matter. Let go of people in your mind. Just go in the silence with it. Stay there. There is no other. There is no other. It's only you. If somebody sneaked in your mind again, just let go again. Just let go of that person and hold on to the silence. There is no other. Vishay Tyaga Sanga Tyaga. Renunciate everything and just be with the silence with it. There is no other. Just enjoy the deep rest. Slowly come out. And when you feel complete, you may open your eyes. Just few seconds and feel so good. Jai Gurudev. We'll meet tomorrow And those who want to come for the follow, it's 5:30 in the evening. Link is different. If you are already in the group, you'll get the message soon. Jai Gurudev.